Alrighty, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Monday, January 29th, set by Vulcan. We would expect Mondays to be easier than usual, but that wasn't the case last week. Anyway, let's try it. Suspicion, condensation leads to corrosion. Now, corrosion makes me think of rust, and suspicion, mistrust, which is mist for condensation, and then the rust. That's a good start with some starting letters. Crazy shows behind lorry. So I think it's either going to be a short word for crazy, and mad comes to mind with that M, and then a word for shows, and it means something behind a lorry. But I'm thinking more likely it's going to be a long word that means crazy. And we're going to start with a word for lorry, followed by shows. Although the S at the end of shows, if its synonym has an S, then that's going to be tricky. Anyway, either way, nothing is coming to me. Let's try stark alternatives after making a splash. Well, I would think it's going to be something or something. Oh, sink or swim. So when you jump in the water, either sink or swim. Hit by stone, joining melee. Is that how you say that word? Melee. Hit by stone. I wonder if it could be struck, because I can certainly see a ruck, as in rugby, being a melee. But then stone would just be ST. Is that possible? Then 7 down would start with a U. Cancel, New York reception. Undo would be cancel. How is that New York reception? I don't get that. No, and then 8 down would begin with K. Was familiar with, so that would be new. Aha, and it's N for November in Kew Gardens. So I think this must be struck, and ST must be, oh, of course, stone as in the weight, so the unit. So of course it is ST. Badly regret dig, so an anagram of regret dig. Caused emotional discomfort. Well, I don't need the anagram helper for triggered. Let's see, 10. Aimlessly toy with instrument. Oh, fiddle. So it's just a simple double definition. Unfortunate in gown before court, making confession. So I think it's an anagram of in gown. So owning up comes to mind is the making confession. So that makes up is court. I don't quite get that. Court as in woo or court? Court can be a short street. No. Does that help my crazy? I wonder if that could be moonstruck. No, I don't see it. The crime that doesn't pay. So is it just what you could be charged with if you don't pay for something? Is it just stealing or shoplifting? Of course. That the right number of letters? It is indeed. Well, maybe moonstruck is right, but shows behind Laurie. No. All right, 3 down looks like renal. Siren alerts cover, so it's a hidden clue, potentially fatal type of failure. There we go. 4 down looks like stuff. Things go wrong, but luggage turns up. So it sounds like stuff happens, things go wrong. But luggage turns up. Don't fully understand that. Maybe it's not stuff happens. Luggage, so something reversed maybe. And but I think has to be meaningful here, so some words that can be used grammatically instead of but. So like yet, but I don't see it. All right, let's try this. During holiday, one further exam. I'm just thinking because of the S, resit when you have to take another exam. But how is that during holiday? During holiday one. So I think the holiday might be rest. And so it's actually further exam is the definition. And you put the one in rest. Moonstruck is looking better, which means this could begin with a C. PC hurried off, anagram, as some birds sang. Sure enough, it's chirruped. Just checking if it's 1 R or 2. So let's try moonstruck and then try and work out. Oh, truck, of course. Is the lorry? I should have thought of that immediately. Oh, he shows behind. Of course, moons. Oh, that's great. I like that. All right, that's more or less the top left corner done. Undo is definitely looking good. New York reception. A reception could be a do. New York, I know the UN has their headquarters in New York, but and so New York, I don't know if York, isn't that a cricketing term? A Yorker or something like that? But I'm not getting it. All right, let's try find a son determined. I think it's going to be determined as the meaning. And determined can have two meanings: being set on something, being determined, or found out that the facts are determined, realized. Not getting it. Live in Llandrindod Wells. Well, that's an obvious hidden clue of dwell. How about beat, former, limit? Beat, former. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a word for beat. It could be thrash. And then former could be X or once. And limit. Territory fits, but no, I'm not getting that. Extreme Republican counts least in revolution. Extreme Republican could just be the R and the N of Republican. Counts least in revolution. Nope. German order for cab. I'm just wondering if that could be an anagram of for cab. It doesn't seem likely, but maybe it's a German name, famous German. Let me pause and doodle that on some paper. No, I'm not seeing any anagram. Now I'm wondering if it could be either G or DE followed by another word for order, which of course can have many different meanings. And the whole thing is a cab. Now, having to eat indoors is a tough business. Wow. Having to eat. Oh, how insignificant person avoids murder charge? Question mark. No. Judge very rigorous at first on fools. No, I'm not getting that one either. All right, let's see. We have done all the first downs. Did they attend to women unfairly accused once? 5-7. I am thinking it's going to be, did they attend to, so some kind of servants? Maybe do they attend to women, but then unfairly accused once? Field. Nope. National hazard of anonymous cards. My goodness, I think maybe it is a the name for some nationality. National hazard of anonymous. What are anonymous cards? Maybe anonymous, of course, can be anon. Cards could be aces, kings. No. Oh, we looked at that one. Tours to be enjoyed on this river. I wonder if it's the whatever river the city of Tours is on, the Seine. Let me pause and look up Tours. No, Tours is on the Loire. So let me put that in and see if that's going to help. Let me try these downs first. Have nothing to do with command of the forces. Have nothing to do could be idle, but I then don't see how command of the forces. One takes turns at the door. Oh. All right, let's see if Loire helps. Extreme Republican counts least in revolution. Of course, revolution could be writing something backwards. Yeah, not. Of course, Republican can just be R. Maybe the definition is extreme. We have Republican counts least. In revolution. Could it be an anagram of counts least? And it means Republican, extreme Republican. Well, let's try that, see if anything pops out from the old anagram helper. Extreme Republican. I suppose there'll be some kind of like anti-monarchist, Guy Fawkes. I do like the letters for anagramming, but nothing is jumping out at me. No, gonna have to come back to that. Having to eat indoors is a tough business. I presume the first word is in. No. Having to eat. No. And the E doesn't really help with judge, very rigorous. At first on fools. I think it might mean to judge. And maybe start with V for very. Then a word for fools and rigorous at first. But fools again as a plural. Judge. No, not getting that either. All right, I'm going to pause, go back, read through. Oh, hold on. There's one I haven't looked at. Infer Uncle Duff has many online followers. So Duff could be an anagram indicator for infer uncle. And yes, I see someone who has many online followers would be an influencer. Now, is Uncle Duff a well-known name? Does that refer to something, Uncle Duff? Because they could have, I think, used a lot of other, well, maybe just Duff as looks like a surname, or I suppose it could be a first name, Uncle Duff. All right, I do, yes. Now I get this. No picnic. You have to eat indoors, and it's a tough business. There we go. So thank goodness for that influencer. That ends now. I wonder if it could end in ANCE. Counts least in revolution, extreme Republican. No, now our national hazard of anonymous cards. Unsigned on something or other. Find a son determined. Yeah, let me pause and think about that. I think I may look up some synonyms of determined, see if that helps. So it actually means find, ascertain. So A is A, S is son, and then certain is determined. Not sure about that. Ooh, so now this, I wonder if it could be INCH. Unfairly accused once. Oh, could it be something to do with Salem witch? Witch. Yes, so witch doctors. So I suppose it's all just a punning or cryptic definition. Doctors might attend to somebody, and in this case, they attended to women unfairly accused of being a witch. It's a little loosey-goosey, not my favorite kind of clue, where there's really no wordplay. All right, now, well, let's try counts least again and see with the extra letters if it helps us. Nothing is jumping out at me. No, I'm sure it was there and I just didn't see it. I'm trying to just work out now what words might fit. Inocul, no. Inoculants, no. Now our judge, very rigorous at first. On fools. Oh, asses. And then, so it's the first of on, I think. And then very rigorous at the end. No? Oh, no, rigorous at first on the end. So judge is an assessor, very rigorous at first. Oh, so is very, so, okay. And then rigorous at first. So are goes on the end of asses. All right. Well, this S suggests it's either cards or nameless cards, which could be something blanks. National hazard. Not getting that, but anonymous cards. And then national must be part of the wordplay. I don't think it's an anagram. I think it might be another word for national. Nope. Still nothing else on that. All right, well, I've been on quite a journey while I had the video on pause. I tried anagramming on paper without much success, but then I started to think maybe it was one of the factions in the French Revolution. I looked up Wikipedia, didn't see anything, but came back and used the anagram helper again and got this, and I thought, oh, sans culotte. So very fortunately, this threw up almost exactly the right answer. And so they were a group. Wikipedia shows it with a hyphen after the sans. So that was a little bit fortunate with the anagram helper, a time where it actually did help me. So how does that, and so it is just an anagram of counts least. And then the revolution anagram indicator also helps define. But yeah, so let's see, national hazard of anonymous cards. National hazard. Anonymous card. No, not getting that. So I think because I'm almost at the 30-minute mark for the video and it's been over 30 minutes, I'm going to give up on this one. Let's reveal it. Valentines, of course, are anonymous cards, and we're just a couple of weeks away. How now the national hazard comes in. National hazard. I do not see national hazard at all. What am I missing there? Oh, no, I can't get it. All right, let's try beat former limit. Oh, I did think thrash. I was wondering then about threshold could be a limit. I think threshold has two H's, so it would be too long. Let me just check that. Oh, it actually seems to be correct. Huh. So beat is thresh and former is old, and the limit, I suppose, of a house would be its threshold. Very surprised that is right. All right, just the bottom left four, the final four. How insignificant person avoids murder charge. if they have an alibi, if no, I'm not getting that. Let's go ahead and reveal it. And no, there's nobody. And they are a nobody. So it's just a double definition. All right, have nothing to do with command of the forces. It seems like it's wants us to think armed forces, but could it be other kinds of forces? Have nothing to do. No, I'm going to have to reveal that one too. Shun. All right. So to have nothing to do with somebody, I suppose, would be shun. Command of the forces. No, I'm not getting that either. Wow. One takes turns at the door. A doorknob is turned, so it takes turns at the door. All right. This must be handsome. Yes. Hans is the German, and then the Order of Merit. Wow, that was no picnic, as 25 across says. Let's go ahead and check all of these. Everything else seems to be correct. Boy, Vulcan gave us a tough one for a Monday. I hope you did better than I did. Thanks for watching and have a great day.